Hi everybody, my name's Jake. Welcome back to more esports talk. Today we're going to have a very short video out there of how Call of Duty is killing itself. I wanted to have a very short episode to show you guys, well, a brief list out there that I've composed over the past 5 minutes, and I'm sure you guys can expand on that list, things that need to be changed for this game, and sometime soon before the first ever inaugural Call of Duty League season, which, by the way, this is the most important season ever in Call of Duty history, at least in my own dumb opinion sometimes. Now, speaking of which, teams out there in the Call of Duty League, as many of you guys are well aware, paying $25+ million, let alone for rosters on the main stage, also pat the pro rosters, anywhere from 7 to 10 players. I've talked about all the benefits they offer those players that cost additionally potentially millions of dollars on top of the $25 million fee. Even more so than that, I mean, just the blatant issues out there are up front, and it's the first ever cross-platform edition as well. You know, we actually joined one of the biggest communities out there to kind of reminisce in what is going to be a back to boots on the ground game ever since World War II, which, by the way, didn't work out too well, but still, the hype was obvious. First Call of Duty League season, all the pros are back, baby. Just like per usual in the franchise of Call of Duty, everyone's super excited about that title. Boots are back on the ground, first ever cross-platform. What could go wrong? Just about everything possible. Everything you can think about that went wrong is currently going wrong, and it's really kind of breaking my mind to actually think about this, guys. First of which, so many pro players out there have not stopped complaining about not only in-game issues, but out-of-game issues when it comes to the dev team over at IW, either a lack of communication or no communication whatsoever. And speaking of which, we have a lack of map pool, trying to reintroduce old maps to try and bring back the hype. Alongside that, we have spawns. We have, of course, when it comes to updates, never really game-changing updates. They change the game. They don't change the things that actually need changing. Heck, it took weeks to change the 725, which was one of the most broken weapons I've seen in any game's history, and it does continue. Besides pro players, besides in-game things, which of course the list goes on in itself, we have 12 hertz tick. That's still a thing. The game is also already on sale, of course, in time for the holidays, so I understand that, guys, but the hype is obviously down. The hype is obviously, to many standards out there, completely gone, and that's why you can get the game now for 33% off less than 2 months after its launch, or right around that period. Alongside that, the first ever Call of Duty event we've had for this title as well had 0 Call of Duty Pro players in it. Along with that, of course, trying to attract new viewers and new players to buy a $60 copy, which is now on sale for right around $40. And speaking of which, that same event was met with spam in the chat. The only thing they actually spammed the entire time was remove SBMM, which, third point, guys, apparently SBMM is still a thing as well that people seemingly don't like about this game. Very lastly, apparently you got to pay that $20 you save on the game now being on sale on a scoreboard that does not show you deaths currently, but if you want it to show you deaths, you can use the $20 you save when you just bought Call of Duty now with it on sale to pay for the scoreboard to show you how many times you've died. Great game, by the way, though. That's just me getting started. I'll be back here every week. Heck, I'll do this twice a week if it needs to be done to actually fix this game before the first inaugural franchise season, which, by the way, I am super hyped up still. It's really difficult to try and watch this game survive. We're 2 months into the title itself, and the game is on the brink of survival. What the heck is this? Some kind of game mode? By the way, don't even get me started on survival game modes. Don't bring me back to when this game first launched and all the debate around there as well. The game needs fixing, and the pros can't save it because they can't even communicate the things that need saving. And speaking of which, all the drama is great. All these rivalries, they're great. All the teams and organizations being involved and paying hefty amounts of money, that's great. But it doesn't matter if no one's playing and no one's watching the game. I'll be back here all day long, all week long, breaking down other news as well, guys. But if you want to add to the list of things broken in this game to actually get things fixed, leave a comment down below. I'll share them. I'll shout them. I'll do whatever it takes. Until next time, take care. Bye.